Hello, my name is Jason Ankin and this is my vlog channel. Today's video is going to be about a little thing that I've been using. I don't know really what to call it, conscious eating or awareness eating or but yeah, basically I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of a thing that I figured out that might be really beneficial to you. It's something that I've started to practice over the last since about the summer last year. I really started to just sort of play with the idea of being really consciously aware of what I'm actually eating and consuming and putting into my body. And what I've noticed is that your body tends to have a natural ability to guide you towards eating more cleanly and eating more healthily if you're just more consciously aware of what you're actually doing. Now, one of the things about diet and stuff like that is that people have 1,000 different opinions of what a healthy diet actually is. But the thing is, you know, your physiology, your actual physical body was designed to work efficiently in a very specific way. So what that means is that it really has a set of specific functions that you must basically, if you work with these functions, it improves the efficiency and how your body functions. But if you work against them, putting stuff into your body that maybe shouldn't be in, and it's going to make the body function poorly just because it's simply not designed that way. So this is what I've started to realize, that if you actually use your physical body as a guide to tell you what you should be putting in it and what you should not be putting into it, it's been extremely beneficial for me learning what type of foods shouldn't be in my body and what type of foods should. Now, that's the premise is centered around the fact that your body will function most effectively when you consume foods that are best suited to your physiology, regardless of your opinion about diet or the types of foods that you like to eat or your preferences or whatever. It doesn't matter what you think about your diet, your body functions and works one way. So by being more consciously aware of what you're actually eating, what this actually involves is following every single point from when you select the food until the food comes out the other end, basically. So for example, if I take you through that process, now if I hold two foods in front of you, one is a piece of fruit and another one is a cake, for example, a piece of cake. If you're consciously aware of each of these food items, you will realize very quickly that one should be in your body and the other one should not be in your body. One is natural and one is inorganic. One has been made or processed. So you can differentiate just by being consciously aware that if you have a piece of fruit in your hand versus a piece of cake, you know the difference, that one is natural and the other one is unnatural. And that alone can help you navigate the selection process of what type of foods that you should buy, basically. Then once you actually have selected the food item, the next thing you need to do is you need to actually pay conscious awareness to what's actually contained within inside the food. Now, if you've got an apple, for example, in your hand and you've got a piece of cake, the apple only contains apple. It's only one ingredient. Whereas the cake might have all sorts of different kinds of ingredients within it. And some of those might be processed, some of those might be artificial. And from that you can tell which one's going to benefit you and which one's not. The next thing is actually when you've determined the decisions that you're making, and basically you understand what's contained within the food. Next, you need to pay attention to how your mouth actually processes something, because because of the way that your teeth are designed and the way that your jaws are designed, they will work more efficiently one way compared to another way. So again, if we take the example of an apple and a piece of cake, we know that when you eat an apple, your teeth can process that very efficiently and it breaks it down very easily. And what you're left with is your mouth after you swallow is still clear. It's free from, there's no gunk stuck in your teeth or anything like that, which again indicates that your teeth and your jaws are able to efficiently deal with that food item. Whereas when you eat a piece of cake, you can tell that it's hard to process in your mouth because your jaws and your teeth just aren't designed to process that type of food. And you'll end up with things like, a piece of cake stuck in your teeth. You might end up with like chocolate stuck in your gums and all sorts of things. And then after you've actually chewed it and processed it down, the next thing you need to look at is how it actually goes down the throat, how it actually slides down your your esophagus basically. And does it just slide down very easily, or do you actually have to, force it down? Again, if you're forcing the food down, you have to really put a lot of effort to push that food down into your stomach. If you have to sorry, my phone went. If you have to push that food down into your stomach, does it take a lot of effort to do that? Hold on. Yeah, I got a missed phone call. So does it take a lot of effort to actually go down through your esophagus and into the stomach? Again, if it moves down easily, that's a good sign. If it moves down poorly, that's a bad sign that food should not be inside the body. Then finally, well, not finally, but once the food has actually went into the stomach, then what you have to do is then wait until your stomach starts to basically digest and process this. How does it actually feel when it sits in the stomach? How does that food item actually feel? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel kind of like sick or nauseated? Or does it just feel comfortable and fine? After about 20 minutes or so, the food will start to enter into your bloodstream. You will start to feel the effects basically of ingesting the food. So now you start to pay attention to how it actually makes you feel. Does it increase your energy levels? Does it decrease your energy levels? Do you feel like you're in a good mood, or do you feel like you're in a bad mood, or etc.? So you actually feel how that food is actually affecting your energy, basically, how it's actually having an effect on you internally. Then once you experience that, the next thing you need to look at is what's actually going on in the area of the bowels. Is things running smoothly down there? Is it bloated? Basically, are you noticing any negative side effects? Like, do you have gas or anything like that? Or is everything all right down there? Everything working normally? And then finally, the most disturbing bit is what comes out the other end. And you just have to pay attention to, is it liquidy, or is it the right shape or colour? And I'm not going to go into details about the shape of feces and stuff, but you're going to have a general idea of what's good and what's bad yourself. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you actually apply this process, you learn a lot about the types of foods that you should actually put into your body. And it just requires you to be consciously aware every stage, from the decision making process all the way through all of the stages, right the way to the end. What you will notice is that your body, your physiology, will tell you this is right, this is wrong. And I've been applying this now for 6 months, and it's been so beneficial. I have eliminated so many things from my diet that I've been eating for most of my life. It started off with eliminating processed sugar, because I could just feel that my mind, well, I could see it visually, the processed sugar and the items that you eat with processed sugar is not good. I could feel that I wasn't processing it properly. It was making me feel kind of sick in my stomach. I was getting headaches. My stomach wasn't processing, or my bowels weren't processing it properly. What was coming out the other end wasn't too good either. And my body just started to naturally guide me towards a much more cleaner, much more simpler diet. So other things that I eliminated was dairy. I've eliminated alcohol. I've eliminated caffeine. The key is just listening to your body. Your body really doesn't, or your body doesn't care about your opinions with diet. You can have 1,000 different opinions, 1,000 different theories about how diet actually, how you should eat and stuff like that, but your body doesn't care. Your body functions one specific way, and if you actually listen to it in every single stage, your body will actually naturally guide you towards a much more healthier diet. I'm personally noticing the foods that so like I said, I've eliminated dairy, I've eliminated processed foods, alcohol. I'm even starting to question things like grains. I want grains out of my diet. I want breads and stuff out of my diet. I'm starting to see the foods that tend to be working best with me are things like nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables, all seem to be very easily processed. And finally, root vegetables, so things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, normal potatoes, carrots, parsnips, turnips, stuff like that. They all tend to be, my body seems to be able to cope with those very easily. They look like food. My jaws and mouth can process them efficiently. They slide down nice and easily. There's no disturbance in my stomach. I feel energetic. I feel calm. I feel relaxed on them. There's no problems going on in my bowels. What comes out the other end isn't too disturbing. And I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, but that's more, more to do with, that's a lifestyle choice. I think meat, when I used to eat meat, it was processed efficiently, but I've just chosen not to take meat because of cholesterol consumption. I don't want any cholesterol, to ingest any cholesterol, so I don't eat meat at all. So that's up to you really, but I want to eliminate cholesterol from my diet completely, so I don't consume any meat. But that's basically what I've started to notice, is when I'm actually more consciously aware from the decision-making process all the way through my physiology. I just follow a meal through my body, and you learn very, very quickly what should be in the body and what should not, just simply because the body's designed a certain way and it functions properly when you put stuff in it it's more designed to cope with, versus when you put stuff in it that it's not designed to cope with. And it's just been so beneficial to me, and I'm on the final stages of making the final tweaks. I'm just about to eliminate grains and breads from my diet, and completely eliminate dairy, because I've still been taking little bits of dairy, but I get like hay fever symptoms when I take dairy. So yeah, and things like eczema, I get flare-ups from eczema and hay fever symptoms from taking dairy, so I'm going to completely eliminate that. And then the final thing is to eliminate the grains, and then I will see my diet will probably predominantly based on nuts, seeds, root vegetables and fruits and veg. And it's so clean, so healthy, my body copes with it so effectively. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. It was a little strategy. It was a little strategy that I just started playing around with, being consciously aware and using my physiology as a natural guide to tell me what I should be eating and what I should not be eating. And it's very intelligent. It tells me exactly what should be in and what shouldn't. So yes, that's all I want to say. My name is Jason Ankin. This is my vlog channel, and give it a go. Really try what I've just explained to you. I guarantee in 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll probably end up eliminating the same things from your diet as I had, and you'll probably end up with a nice, clean, whole, healthy diet. So, thank you for watching. I will see you later, guys. Bye.